Welcome to the third and final week of the build. If you're new here, hi, my name is Bee, and this is my cozy corner of the internet, where I share my art as well as my travels. And currently, this is my life. We are building out this van, but the catch is we have 3-ish weeks as a deadline, and we have about 1 week left at this point. In just a few days, we'll be moving out and hitting the road. We have a bunch more to do, and I'm documenting all that I can while also maintaining a good rhythm to stay on schedule to be as ready as we can by the end of the week. Hey guys, welcome to day 15 of the van build. Today I'm going to be painting every surface. I just painted the bench that's right here, and now I'm doing a coat here, and I'm just going to try and cover every single inch of wood in white, and then we're going to get my accent color maybe laid today as well. I'm pretty much going to be spending my whole day painting. I will show you guys what we get done. I'm thinking I'm gonna do all of the lower half stuff in green and then do brighter up top since we have like a white ceiling. I think it'll look really good, and then I can accent with green plants up top. I'm just gonna be here painting. Whoa, it just got really bright. I can't wait to start getting some color. We also have to run to the store because we went to Walmart last night and we didn't like any of the stains that they had. So we're gonna go try some actual paint places so we can look at some stain. Yesterday, Jesse cut out our countertops and where our sink is gonna go. So we need to get some stain so that we can put our kitchen area all together.
So my friend Amanda is here and she brought her son Sebastian, and Amazon just delivered me a bunch of packages and now he's gonna open them for me. We got a weatherproof outlet.
Whoa!
Wire! Yay! That's amazing. While my friends were here, they helped me paint to spend some time with me before I left. And after they left, I continued covering every piece of visible wood in white paint, finishing up Alan's cubbyhole and our garage. After the paint dried, Jesse was able to get started on the flooring in the garage, which will be the first bits of top flooring in the van.
Yep, you just put your head right here and that's all.
No O's or nothing.
It's finally time to open up the green paint and paint some things green.
I'm not going to get into the paint lore at this time, but no, this is not the final color. As someone who's gaining their confidence in hardware stores, I had a time deciphering what I wanted as my paint color, the shade, and for it to also be something my partner would enjoy and be comfortable living in. So more on the color subject later. While in my defeat of paint colors, I grabbed a glimpse of Jesse's progress with the garage floor to finish out my night. When I went to check on them, not only was the garage floor done, Jesse was working on installing our diesel heater. This is going to be an absolute game changer when we are living in the mountains and dealing with cold, snowy weather. I'm so excited to see what they get done, and I will see you guys in the morning for more painting. Hello and welcome to day 16 of the van build. So yesterday I started painting the green that I got, and I did not like it. I thought that it was way too bright and neon, and it was absolutely terrible. So this morning I went back to the paint store. I went to Sherwin-Williams, and they had another color called Pickle that was right next to the shade that I got, but was a lot darker. And because the space is so white, we do want some colors to darken it up a little bit. And I painted the top half of the cabinet, and I think I'm really liking it. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. And then yesterday, you guys are on a new platform, and I want to show you the kitchen area that they built last night while I was editing. It looks really good. We still need to stain it, but I am super excited for how quick it's coming along, and I can't wait to paint this.
Third time's the charm, olive green. I didn't like the second color that we got, so this is the third, and so far I'm liking it. I like what it looks like in here, and we'll see what it looks like on top of this vibrant green. Goodbye, vibrant green. Goodbye. He's over here cooking right now.
Trying. You got a fresh mind, so
They've been fighting brain rot this week.
It's been a long 2 weeks.
What is it today? Day 16?
Yesterday you said something about 7 days left and really had me stressed out. And then last night I looked at the calendar
like-
and I was like, oh, we got like 10 days.
Yeah.
But like worst case, we could leave Wednesday morning.
Worst case.
We always like to have more than one task running at a time, so I am getting ready to start staining, but I just need a little help.
Apply with a high quality brush, very thin coat,
Pretty much brand new. I used it once. We're gonna use a tester piece first and be smart because we want to make sure. I used this paintbrush one time and there's little specks of white. We just want to test the stain, make sure it's exactly what we want. So we're gonna test it on a small piece. So Jesse is sanding that down now so we can try it out, make sure it looks good.
All right. Strokes with the direction of the wood. So you don't want to go this way.
Oh my god, it looks gorgeous. I love it. Oh my god, what a good color.
So the stain already has like
A sealant in it, yeah. Hey, buddy. So do you see how your brush is dragging that way?
Yeah.
With all your strokes on the end, try and flick them off. See how there's no buildup
Yeah.
on the
Oh my
edge?
god, look at that green. Isn't it just so much better?
Isn't it? Yeah, okay, good.
I have some loved ones from out of town visiting, and I'm going to go see them tonight and tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow for day 17 in the evening. After some well-needed time spent with my family, I returned back to the build, recharged and ready to take on the evening, since that has now become the primary time when the boys are doing the brunt of the work. The current project that Jesse and I are tackling is going to be a slide-out drawer and bed extension where I can either use it as a desk or add a cushion to make my bed longer for my tall partner. With the desk being finished and the canvas measured out and ready to be cut, this is the moment when Jesse expressed his slight anxiety with cutting this hole because he actually attached and built so much around and on this piece of wood that if he messed it up, it would be so hard to replace it. But luckily, he knew exactly what he was doing and did not need to doubt himself because it turned out perfect. To finish up the last part of the drawer, Jesse had me screw in a frame that is going to hold the drawer slides, which is going to inevitably hold the whole entire drawer as well. And we're screwing it to the top of my bed to make sure that it's super secure. The drawer slides, I believe, are rated for about 250 pounds. I could be wrong, but I think it's about that. And you just use these little blue levers to lock it into place to open it and close it. I will see you tomorrow, and I will show you the lower cabinets that were built, and we can also get to painting them. Hey y'all, so it is day 18 of the van build and I have not picked up the camera one time. It was still sitting in my art room, but today has been a very busy day for myself. Honestly, because I was taking up all of the workroom, the boys didn't really have much work that they could do. I know Jesse was working on something underneath the van today, but other than that, it has been mostly me in the van today, and I want to show you everything that I did. It was a lot of painting. So let's get into it. Apologize because it is nighttime now. It's like almost 7 o'clock. It is getting dark, but it's been really chilly here in Florida. So the bugs have been so minimal, which has been really nice because I still am going to be doing some painting tonight. I would just prefer my paint not attract all the bugs in the world. So today I slept in. I did some chores that needed to be done in the house, and then I didn't get outside until around 1 o'clock. And at 1 o'clock, I started painting all of the drawers. They were bare wood, so I started with a coat of white. I actually did 2 coats of white in some places, covered the whole entire drawer so that it's water sealed, and then I went in with this beautiful green color, painted the faces of my drawers green, and then I came in here and I painted green on all of the pieces that are going to be facing out. I painted those green after doing everything in a coat of white. I did a big coat of white last night, and then today I just went in and added a little bit more white in the places that I didn't paint, just so that everything is water secure. The next place that I did was I finally painted the face of the dog door, and I just did a coat of white, but that is also going to be green. I'm not sure if I'm going to paint my closet or this stool right here green. I haven't decided yet. So I am going to tape them off. On top of painting the face of the dog door, I also painted underneath inside the dog's room. And it is a sloppy coat of white paint, but I'm going to go in with a nice green paint and make it dark and cozy in there for her. So it's like a nice little dog den so that she can get away from any overstimulation and just have her own little place to store all of her toys and stuff too. Now that I have pretty much all of this painted, I need it to dry before I put the drawers back in. So I'm going to wait for my drawers to dry, wait for this to dry, and start painting the dog area so that Jesse can have his workspace, because he said, I need my workspace and I can't do anything until that workspace is clean. So I need my drawers to dry, this area to dry so I can put my drawers in, and then we'll be good to go. So let's start painting this doghouse. Good morning and welcome to day 19 of the van build. So yesterday I went through and I painted everything, and then we came and put most of the drawers inside. I did only one coat on the face, and now I need to go inside and I need to paint the inside of my dog's little bedroom area. I think later on I'm going to go in and like touch up all the paint. I do have a little sliver up here that needs to be repainted green. I literally painted all day yesterday. That's all I did from like 1 to 7 o'clock, and then the sun starts to set at 7. I don't want to do that again today, so let's get started and let's just paint. Also, there's updates with the design. We have changed it a little bit. So originally this was going to be a seat area, and then it was going to be an extra countertop area with my stove on top, and now it's going to be a seat again because we're like thinking that the cats are going to need to jump here to be able to get to their area up here, right? We don't want cat paws on the countertops as much as possible. So right here, instead of having a stool where the litter box is going to go, we're going to have the stove right here with a fold up table, so then I can have like a full kitchen space if I needed to, but also like a place to eat or whatever, and the litter box can still fit underneath there. So that is a new design that we have decided on as of yesterday. Definitely changing the layout a little bit as we go, but that's okay because we're designing it unique to our desires and the way that we want to live on the road. Anyways, enough yapping, let's get to painting.
Hello, I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, I reach through mysterious seasons, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. All in this, I stand alone. Show me where the end goes. Honest, I should be the last to know. All in this, I stand alone. Show me where the end goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. Hello,
After I was done painting Indy's room, I came in and I edited the week 1 video, even though we are technically on week 3 now as I'm recording this. But I just finished editing week 1 and that took like the whole afternoon because I've honestly just been lagging on editing throughout this whole process. And then I do have some orders in my small business, so I want to get those taken care of and then close up my shop for a little bit just so that I can fully focus on integrating my new lifestyle. And I just need to calm down. So I only have a crew neck that I'm working on. And then I also crocheted this bucket hat, which I'm going to be leaving orders open for this, but not for these because I don't think I'm going to be bringing this on the road. I haven't fully decided yet, but I don't think so. And I only have one little dot left to sew on the top of this little toadstool bucket hat, which is so cute. And then that'll be the last of the orders in my shop. And that will be another brick lifted off my shoulder. I actually already had everything printed and cut out and ready because I've been waiting for this order to come in. I ordered more of these crew necks because I didn't have the proper size. So I'm gonna work on this. Jesse and Alan worked really late and have been working later, sleeping in more, and then doing pretty much all of their work at nighttime. So after I'm done with this, I'm gonna go check on Jesse. His goal today is to put the drawers back in, finish the wall behind the kitchen, put the counter on, and then begin building out the rest of that wall where our toilet area is gonna be. Fun fact, we actually don't have our toilet yet, so when we leave, I don't think we're gonna have one. So that eliminates Jesse having to build drawer slides and a little slide out for that. That'll be in the future once we buy our toilet. But enough yapping, I have some orders to fulfill and then we will check back up on the van soon.
When I got back to the van to check on the progress, Jesse had just finished cutting out what would become our wall and was wrapping up the frame it would be secured to. Once the wall was installed, we moved on to the next big step, the countertop we had stained earlier this week. We divided the tasks from there. Jesse secured the countertop to the drawer frame and then handed me the job of attaching all of the drawer slides while he focused on assembling the heater head and pulling off some of my painting tape. With the drawer slides in place, Jesse tested them by fitting all the drawers into their spots. A success. Now that the base is secure and the drawers are working perfectly, it's time to finalize this countertop by installing the sink, faucet, and water filter. Before I called it a night, I had Indy test out her freshly painted room, and the space for our toilet was starting to take shape, but more on that tomorrow. Day 20 of the van build, and I'm starting off beginning today with a fresh coat of paint on some new cabinets. The van build days have been starting later and later. I literally think it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now. The boys just woke up and we had breakfast and I made some juices, but they are staying up really late and working at nighttime. But also I have to remember that this is day 20 of them working literally all day for 20 days straight, like no days off. And if we are still going by our original desires, we technically have like 6 days left if we want to leave on the 26th. But I do know that if we need to stay later, we can. But I don't think the boys want to do that. So in about 6 days, this should be a livable home, like completely livable, which is absolutely insane to me because we've only had this van for like 3 weeks and this is our second-ish, almost third week building with it. Yes, still painting. You scared me. Good morning. It is day 21 of the van build. I have some more painting to do. So I'm going to start with this. This is going to be what is hanging in my closet, and we're going to paint it all white. The sun is hitting me at an awfully funny angle, but it's kind of chilly here in Florida today, which is crazy because Florida is normally so hot, so when I woke up this morning and it was like 49, 50 degrees, when I took my dog on a walk this morning, I actually needed this jacket. But now that I'm sitting directly in the sun, I think I might take it off so I can absorb some sunshine, and it's also getting a little warm. So, plus, I really would hate to get paint on that jacket. I think I might change myself around a little bit. So I'm painting this pole white. Let's have a little catch up and talk about some of the things that are going on. So right now it is currently November 21st. And our goal was to leave by the 26th, which means we only have 6 days to completely finish this build. This morning I woke up and there was a new wall in the van, which is incredible. The boys stayed up until like almost 4 a.m. last night working on this build, which is insanity. Absolute insanity. I'm gonna let this dry and then I'm gonna catch up with you guys in just a second. Okay, so while that stick dries, I'm going to chit chat with you guys while I paint Alan's side of the wall white. Like I said, it's the 21st. We want to leave by the 26th of November. But Jesse also let us know that if we didn't make it to Texas by Thanksgiving, it wasn't the end of the world, because he technically still has like a whole week afterwards to see the people he wants to see. But with that being said, we still have the goal to leave before Thanksgiving and make it to Texas on Thanksgiving or around Thanksgiving time. It's kind of hard to imagine the fact that we're going to be living in this van in literally a week from now. I have a little bit of whiplash, honestly, and I was never, ever in my years of planning this build and planning this desire for this lifestyle, did I think that the process was going to happen like this. Like, never in a million years did I think that it was going to go this smoothly or this quickly. Of course, I'm so grateful, and it's been really fun to watch this van come together into a home. And this is 100% the dream reality that I have always wanted. I do think with how quick the process is going, it is taking a little bit of the fun out of it. That's not to say I'm not grateful, because obviously I am grateful. It just means that I get to go on the road quicker and I get to have my dream that much faster. But I'm a big believer in it's the journey, not the end goal or the destination. So those are some things that I have been constantly having to remind myself, is that, you know, everything happens for a reason, and I'm ready to embark on a super crazy journey of living life in a van on a snowy mountain. I've never really lived a life like that. We did live in the snow in the RV, but I was working a job in the medical field, and I feel like I did get to live in the snow, but I didn't really get to enjoy the snow. So not having a travel contract as of yet in that area and knowing that I'm just about to go live on a mountain is going to be such a new, fun era for me. And I'm really excited to see what that lifestyle brings and what it's going to look like, because I know it's going to be so fun and so different. If there's any other van lifers out there watching this and they have lived in the snow in a van or some type of vehicle, I would love to know any tips that you have, any fun hobbies you like to do. I'm definitely going to get into a little bit more hiking and tubing. Snow tubing? Oh, how fun. I'm probably going to do about 2 coats on this wall. And then I have a bunch of touch-up spots I need to hit, because I was not super perfect with all of my strokes when I was doing green. I've been painting for a couple hours now. I got the wall done. I'm currently eating some pasta that I made the other day. And I also made myself an everything bagel with some salami. But anyways, I painted the wall.
I touched up the white paint in like 4 different places that the green was bordering. And I did a couple extra coats on the closet. I think I ended up doing 3 coats in total on the wall. I was like drinking the paint. I don't know what that was about. I was gonna paint the garage, but I ran out of paint and I kind of don't want to paint the garage right now. So I'm gonna eat a little food, feel rejuvenated, and then paint this box over here green and then touch up the green wherever it needs to be touched up. And I think that will be everything for me today.
Hey guys, so today in the van build, I painted everything that I could, and I also did a lot of touch-ups with both green and white. Now, later this evening, I ended up painting the stool finally because I waited till this evening to break out the green. My closet also now has a little bar so that I can hang clothes on it that Jesse just finished, and now he wants to work on the flooring. So I'm going to take you guys outside, but I wanted to put on a warmer jacket because it's actually so chilly for Florida right now. I'm freezing, so I wanted to get another jacket and show you guys what the van looks like before we put in the flooring. In my last vlog, we picked up this waterproof laminate flooring called Captain's Run. I actually made the trek all the way from Daytona to Jacksonville to grab it, and it was the only spot with enough in stock for our van. And honestly, it doesn't take much to floor a van. Let me tell you, this flooring stole my heart. The van is already starting to feel like a cozy cabin on wheels. So stay tuned for part 2 of this week 3 in the van build, coming up soon.